You're gonna regret this totally. I've been basically playing piano since I was 6 years old, and picked up guitar when I was about maybe 19 or 20 years old. When I was in college, my roommate happened to have a guitar sitting around, so I picked it up and started playing. And although I enjoy playing piano, guitar kind of became my first instrument. I like the fact that you're actually touching the sound source, and I like the fact that you can play a little more raw on a guitar. You can be a little out of tune. You can play a little bit with more rhythmic complexity. With piano, it's a little more strict about how you play it, but I enjoy both. This is a 1965 Yamaha nylon string that I picked up at a thrift store for $10. That was quite a score. It was covered in candle wax, so I had to scrape that off, but other than that, it sounds pretty good. And the action's not too bad either. So, I've been playing music for 30 years now. I do it for a living, but basically I do it for a living because I can't stop doing it. So if I didn't do it for a living, then I would be broke, because that's all I really want to do, 24 hours a day. I also enjoy instruction just as much. It feels good to bring music into somebody else's life. You know, most people, pretty much everybody would like to play a musical instrument, so it's good to assist them and show them how they can learn how to play with whatever talent that they have. I'm kind of a scatterbrain. I like almost every kind of music as long as it's honest and not artificial. And I feel very fortunate that I'm in 2 bands right now where I can pretty much play any style that comes to mind, and it works. I kind of believe there's a kind of a yin-yang with music. There's, you know, very strict songwriting, and then the other side is being able to play your instrument. And luckily I have 2 bands I can do both of those things. My original band, Vinyl Rescue, it's more about songwriting and sound production, basically painting a picture with a song, painting a picture with words, trying to come up with words that maybe paint a picture that's similar to what the music's, you know, coming across as, and gives me an opportunity to play simple and complicated at the same time, and just take as much time as I want on the album. Luckily I don't have anybody telling me something has to be done by a certain amount of time, so I can take my time. The other band I have is Local 518 with Dave Pastorius, and that's like a jazz fusion band. It's a band where we basically play as hard as we possibly can play, for maybe as loud as we possibly can play too. But that gives me an opportunity to be challenged, to play some difficult music that has a lot of technical chops involved, and four very different personalities in the band who all want to pull in a different direction, and I think that adds a lot of depth to the music. What do you think?
I love the fact that you come in and your first edit is like a cat meow, like a purr.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
We're here at Studio 101 in Melbourne, Florida. Time is now almost 2 in the morning. It's been a very long session. We've been working on these songs for about 5 hours maybe. Just doing some mixing, a little bit of arrangements. This here is Brodeur, the genius behind the studio. We're using a lot of vintage gear in here. It's basically 2-track analog. No, I'm just joking. This last song has 88 tracks on it, so that'd probably be impossible to do on 2 tracks. But been working on this album for approximately 2 years now. I know that sounds like a lot.
Everything's relative.
And continuously working on that for 2 years, not like, oh, I'll do it once in a while. I mean, it's a lot of work, just trying to do it right. I think if I could do this full time, I probably could get it done quicker, but you know, working as a teacher full time. I'll show you around the studio. Don't look here. This is top secret. Top secret vocal booth. Top secret microphones. He's got lots of different gear here. This is my favorite over here, actually. It's Hammond organ, all tube organ. So I think if you listen to Green Onions, that's kind of the same organ that was used on that. It's not a B3. I can't exactly remember. It might be a C3. I'll have to check with Brendan on that. Oh, this is one of my favorite guitar amps over here. A lot of the guitar tracks were recorded on this. This is a Vox AC30. Same amp that you hear on most Beatles recordings, especially maybe the first half of their career. They actually sang to those too, I believe. It's also the same amp you'll hear on the Edge U2 songs like Streets Have No Name. That kind of crisp, clean sound. Brian May's guitar solos. It's a Class A amp, it's called, so it has a real warm sound to it, but very crisp at the same time. And it's all tube. These things haven't really changed the design, you know, except for some fine tuning over the years to make them a little more reliable. Like I think it has an internal fan now. They used to catch on fire a lot, but it's pretty much a vintage design. And that's about it. A little Jimi Hendrix for inspiration.